Do you ever think about God's hands? Or how God does work in this world? Is God a person like Thanos, where he activates a device on his gauntlet and poof! Magically, the needed work is accomplished? Or is it something else? Casting from the coastal hills of Oregon, from the edge of the West Valley, this is the 999 Show. I want to have a conversation about the hand of God, or how divine work is or may be accomplished. More specifically, I want to speculate on how the all-powerful creative force reaches into our realm to affect change. I probably wouldn't even be putting this thought into the universe if it wasn't for a conversation I had the other day with a fellow who didn't fully believe that we were or needed to be caretakers of creation, or our brother's keeper for that matter. This was a person, and I'm sure you've met folks like this, who practice pouring or spraying poisons onto plants and dumping industrial waste onto the ground or in the water supply because they believe it is their land or river or water rights to do with as they please, and their neighbors be damned if they suffer the consequences of those poisons, because they are the embodiment of Cain and not their brother's keeper. To make a long story brief, this fellow felt strongly that nothing needed to be done in our world because the destruction of the world, as foretold in the book of Revelations, was soon going to happen. And at the conclusion of this cosmic event, the God of the Bible would, with his hands, recreate the heavens and the earth and establish a new kingdom for the elect. And this fellow went out of his way to tell me that under no circumstances would Jesus choose me to be one of the elect. My voting record alone was reason enough for my damnation. Now, I don't need to tell you that he and I were both speaking to brick walls. I was a brick wall to him, and he was one to me. This short conversation today is for that person. Not this particular person, because this particular person would never, ever listen to the 999 Show or wish to consume any of its blasphemous, heretical, episodic thoughts on spiritual speculations or whatnot. But I digress. The other day I was thinking about two things: the problem of evil and some people's beliefs that we do not have to change our ways, clean up the environment, stop burning oil, and so forth. Because, as I stated a moment ago, the world is soon going to end, and God will create a new one for the elect who survived the war of Armageddon. A long time ago, after I graduated from college and had returned home from a month in Israel, and before I converted Catholic, I explored becoming an ELCA minister or pastor. In the United States, there are two main branches of the Lutheran Church: the Missouri Synod, which is conservative, and the Evangelical Lutheran Church of America, which is more liberal. The church that I grew up in was so liberal, the congregation had hired a woman pastor. And mainly they did this because they tired of the men who would come through. Most all the men pastors that came through were super ambitious and wanted to be pastors of large mega churches, but the church that they were assigned to had like less than 50 people in the congregation. And so this woman pastor, she was a really good teacher, and she loved her job. And she took me under her wings and mentored me on how to be a leader or servant of the church. I took communion to shut-ins and to sick people, and I also did this when I was a Catholic too. I taught confirmation classes, and on 2 or 3 occasions she let me read the gospel and preach the sermon. Ultimately, after about a year or so, I chose not to travel down that path. As a side, the pastor thought I was more Gnostic than Christian. We had many, many long conversations about theology and whatnot. And during this time of exploration, I had a conversation about the problem of evil. Someone asked me, and I think we were probably at a coffee shop or someplace, if God exists, why is there evil in this world? Why does or would a good and loving God allow evil to exist? I answered the person with this statement: why do you allow evil to exist in this world? We are made in the image of the All and are co-creators with the All. In episode 3, I ranted a bit about the universe being made by the All and of the All. Everything that humans are is made from the All, which is energy and light, and this energy is alive, but not in a way that we understand life to be. The fish in the water is not thirsty, and we are the fish swimming in the water of the All. So why do we allow evil to exist in our realm? I don't have an answer for this, and neither did the person I was talking to. As co-creators of the All, we could do the work and eliminate evil from our reality, but it can't be done through force of law or building walls to contain it. We would have to create a new world where people can be in union with the All. And I think it's possible, but it's not likely. I don't think it will ever happen through magic, though, or by a singular entity waving a magic wand or twisting a stone on his gauntlet like Thanos in the Marvel Universe, and thus forcing people to stop being evil. However, as a people, it would be far easier to wield the hand of God, which is our hands. Our hands are the hands of God or the All, and do the work to recreate this world. Tree by tree, stone by stone. This world that we are hell-bent on destroying, and recreating this world into an ecological paradise, or a more harmonious place for flora and fauna to dwell and thrive in. It would be easier to do this than to rid the human population of all evil. And for now, this is all I have to say. And I hope that this conversation didn't sound disjointed or like a load of tosh, as a person who commented on episode 3 said. So if you leave a comment, I may weave it into a future episode. So please feel free to leave comments and like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to become a part of this conversation or have something to add to this conversation, please contact the 999 Show via email. The contact information is listed under the About tab. And we can have a conversation on Zoom if you would like. Or I'll just read your email in an episode. So good day, good night, good morning, wherever you may be. May God or Gaia or the Brahma or the All or the universe bless you and keep you safe till the next time. This is W.J. Lindbergh signing off.